If you are a third generation Latino and you live in the United States, you might want to listen to what I have to say. So I know it can kind of be tough. You feel white, but then you also know that you are Latino. Maybe your last name is Garcia, Gonzalez, or, of heritage of Mexican or Latin American descent. And there's a phrase like ni de aquí ni de allá. And that has to do with like third generation Latinos and particularly No Sabos, porque yo era un No Sabo, right? And how I overcame that was learning Spanish, and trying to learn Spanish and not being ashamed of not knowing Spanish, because for the longest time I felt ashamed of not knowing anything about mi cultura. Yo no sabía nada sobre del español ni nada, right? And what helped me was just learning Spanish, listening to music, watching shows, and familiarizing myself with the culture, because I grew up in a neighborhood with a bunch of white people. So I was whitewashed. And actually a funny story is that when I was a little kid, I would write my name as like Andre, like with the accent mark, like with on the E. But then everyone in my town kept calling me Andre. And so eventually I took away the accent on the E. And I didn't realize it, but at that time, like I was distancing myself from my culture just off of that action alone. And don't be ashamed about it. Aprende español, escucha de los canciones españoles, like Spanish music, and habla el español. Try at least to the Latinos. And if someone tries to put you down, then obviously don't speak to that person. But yeah, I just want to make that video, okay?